holy smokes, this is beautiful. Hello my creative friends, Olga Sobby here and welcome to a new acrylic print video. I continue the exploration of the gradient effect in my acrylic pour painting and today I want to try something new. So in case you haven't seen my previous video with the gradient effect, in a nutshell, it is what it sounds like. I tried to create the smooth transition from one color to another to create a gradient in my pour, and I use a blowout technique for that, but you don't have to use this technique, it can be any technique. And in case if you have seen my previous video, I'm gonna stay with within a similar color palette. I love these colors together, they're gorgeous, but instead of black and white color split base, I want to work just on white base. I have a little bit of black prepared here just in case if I would like to create some shadows, but yeah, working on white base. Let's see how it turns out at this time. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with adding the white color base on my panel. And today working on 16 by 20 cradled wood panel. Okay, my white base is all done, so let's add in those colors for the gradient. So today I want to have 4 main groups of colors, from cool colors, blue and turquoise here, violet, some reds and some orange with yellow. And I think I'm gonna start with my blue. And I want to have very minimal negative space for this piece. I want to have like bursts of colors. That was the ultramarine blue and touch of turquoise blue next to it. This is blue violet. Add a few touches of red violet in here, and this one goes here. A touch of primary magenta. This is a mix of Naples yellow and some orange, and some cadmium yellow to brighten things up. I'm adding pretty large puddles of color, you can see, because I want to have big bursts. I think I even want to add more ultramarine here. I most definitely want to add some gold in all of those colors to have a little bit of black in those colors, just for some shades. Will help to add more definition. Lastly, before the blowout, I want to add a little bit of white inside of all of those colors. That will help with some cell creation, and especially in my darker colors like this violet and blue. They will look so much better with some white incorporated in it. Let's get started with it. So again, I want to blow out from top and then go to each section down to create this a little bit of overlap, because here again, although I had only 4 sections of color, I added them in the crisscross chess order, and I think it will be best to blow this one like this one like this, and so on, just to change the direction. And I think it wouldn't hurt to move this away. Okay, let's get started. It doesn't work. Take 2, let's get started. And it still doesn't work. What the heck? Take 3, let's get started. Gorgeous. Wow, this is beautiful. Love this. See all these weird parts right here is because I didn't have enough white, and when you blow the paint it gets stuck in certain areas, and this is what happens. But holy smokes, this is beautiful. want some of that violet to get into this section, because right now there was like a strict border between the violet and this orangey red part. This is so freaking gorgeous. Oh, the more I look at it, the more it wows me. Do I want this black part in here? Maybe I should actually have some violet instead of black, because I'm very happy how this black worked here. But this part, not so much. Yeah, this is better. This is much, much better. It's like this violet goes all the way through here and exits in this section. I love this pop of ultramarine inside of the violet too. I love this side of my blue part, but I feel like over here I need to bring more weight down. Otherwise it's a bit of balance. My best friend, stepladder, always helps to get a better perspective on the composition. Man, this is beautiful. I don't really like that my black overmixed with the gold here and it gave me this muddy green. Let's try to work on this one as well. You know, it's easy when you're trying to fix something on the side and you can actually scrape it off and redo, but if it's something like in the middle of your painting, yikes. It's harder. It's not impossible, but it's harder because you need to be patient and dip it all out. We need to get rid of the smutty colors and replace them with bright and beautiful colors. So I'm gonna add white, but I don't need to add all just white in here. I need to leave room for some other colors. I love this part a lot now, but now I stopped liking this bottom part. I feel like it sort of breaks the pattern because there's not enough ultramarine blue that would go from violet, but it's mostly turquoise and shouldn't be like that. This is better now with more ultramarine. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous lacing. Now it's grounded. Now it doesn't feel like the bottom, the base for this painting is too light and too shaky. I love it now. I add a finger swipe today again. Oh, look at that! Another bird's head with a little eye and beak. I'm telling you, this bird's head has been popping so much lately. I had a nice finger swipe in here. I'm just trying to think through. I All right, my friends, I think I'm done changing things up. It's so gorgeous and beautiful, and worked on that base in very minimal negative space. Burst, bright burst of color. Perfect. Let's see how it dries. Keep watching. I will be right back to show you the dry result. This gradient effect is just so cool. So here's this painting dry. I covered it with a layer of epoxy resin for this beautiful glass-like shiny finish, and I love how it turned out. So first of all, right after I finished recording my video, I added 2 more finger swipes. I really felt like I want to bring the composition together a little more. So this is the one you saw where I connected all the dots together here. And I also added this one and this one. I just really feel like I needed to really bring this all together to emphasize this movement, the burst of colors, and all the sections with yellow and red, violet and purple and blue. They look like they're bursting from behind each other, and that looks like fireworks of colors, which is just perfect right before the new year to create this atmosphere of joy and colorfulness. So beyond happy with how this beauty turned out. Probably one of the most colorful paintings in the whole year for me. Please let me know, how do you like the outcome? How do you like the gradient? If you would like to see more different variations of gradient pour, I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy New Year to you, my creative friends. Wishing you all the best in the new year, blast of creativity, and may all your wishes come true. Take care, stay creative, and I'll see you next year. Bye bye. Happy New Year.